It wouldn't do you any harm to watch a real professional at work.
When? Who? How? What? When? Who? What?
On the television.
Now?
Yes.
Is he on?
Yes. Of course he is.
He's the greatest.
Of course he is.
He's my favourite, he is.
Well, just switch on and learn something.
Oh.
Hi, I'm here. Thanks very much. I expected more, but I'm satisfied. Blimey, you don't know what to wear this weather, do you, lady? It's raining again, Ducky. You all right in here? That's right. You'll be all right. Stay where you are. I know exactly what you're saying to yourselves. You're saying to yourselves, why is he dressed like that? I tell you why I'm dressed like this. I'm a commercial traveller, and I'm ready for bed. Now, listen. Willa's the name, lady. There'll never be another Willa. They don't make them today, Duck. I'm known as a cheeky chappy. The things I say are snappy. That's why the prudy girls all fall for me. I don't do things contrary. My love will never vary. Ask Mary from the dairy. Here's the key.
Max Miller used to say, have a good look, lady. He always talked to individual women in the audience. Have a good look, lady, there'll never be another. And he was right, he knew.
Well, there never was another. There should never be another of anybody. That's the thing I love about being in comedy, is that everybody who's good is different from everybody else.
How do you become a comic? Well, first of all, you have to have your potential spotted. You can always get a job with Turks. And then you go out and buy yourself a baggy check suit and a big red nose. Of course, unless, of course, you like me and you've already got them. These are all jokes, you know. The first thing you have to do is develop a catchphrase. A catchphrase like, can you hear me, mother? Shut that door. Mind that cat. Where's the sideboard? Or, my new catchphrase is Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. You see, in 12 months' time, everybody will be saying it.
Let me put it this way. A singer goes on stage, sings a song, lasts 3 or 4 minutes. Dancer, 4 or 5 minutes. And at the end of that, the audience applauds, or they don't applaud. But a comic is having the option taken up about every 30 seconds. He's having an opinion coming from the audience. They're telling him this is funny, or it isn't.
Nothing worse than looking down, someone's glaring up at you like that. You don't know whether they're foreign or defiant.
All you have is your personality and your material, or somebody else's material, and you've got to provoke a physical response from people. You've actually got to make them do something. They don't have to sit there silent. They actually have to move a muscle inside their body, and you've got to make them do it.
I can always tell an audience is going to be good or bad. Good night.
Be optimistic. Be like the man. Be like the man who said, I can, and I will, and he did. He got 3 months for it. I mean... Thank you, sir. Keep it up. You and me against that.
Bang, bang, as I was waiting to go in the scene, the same dentist, and I was sitting reading the magazines. Wasn't it awful about that Titanic?
Let's just have a little chat with you, ladies and gentlemen. See, this is not like the cinema. We are all actually here. Living and breathing and striving and waiting for tiny crumbs of blood encouragement. Anything you like, you've only got a clap, we might even do it again for you. Ring the bell again, Alec. Look at that. I'll take you later. That's what the bishop said to the nun.
Oh, God, how desperate can a comedian be?
And you put your hand inside the bag, and you bring the egg out to a thunderous applause. It's not my night, is it? I've always been unlucky. I had a rocket horse once, and it died. I've got a cigarette lighter that won't go out. I've got a cigarette lighter that won't go out.
I'll do anything for laugh, honest. I'll do anything for laugh. I once took all my clothes off at a party and I slid down the banisters yodeling at the top of my voice. I didn't mean to yodel. I mean, the banister had all those little brass studs on it. Laughter. Laughter is what... I paid for two, you know. There should be another one.
I always say that laughter is God's greatest gift to man, because it's like the champagne of living, laughter. It's so exhilarating, not only for the giver, but the receiver.
Have you heard this one? I was walking down the street the other day, and I saw some man laying in the road with his head from manhole covers. I went over to him, I said, what are you doing down there? I was walking down the street the other day. I said, what are you doing down there? He said, here, you have a listen. So I got down and put me into the manhole cover. I said, I can't hear anything. And he said, I know. He said, it's been like that all blooming day.
Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, in fact, I'd been in the business 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and in those days you would get like a 35-week contract to play the Moss Empires. And my agent rang me up and said, I've got good news for you. I said, yeah, 35 weeks on the Moss Empires. I said, wonderful. He said, there's a little problem, Des, that it starts at Glasgow Empire. Nobody told me that the national sport of Scotland in those days was go to the Empire on a Friday night and wait for the English comic. I went on there. I couldn't get not even a smile, not even a little titter. It seemed to be like 6,000 eyes looking at me and nobody laughing. Because in Scotland anyway, you must slow down a little with the delivery. But I was talking like a machine gun. And I couldn't take it anymore. I thought, no, this is hurting my dignity. And I went into a heap. I threw a faint.
He's fainted.
Oh, yeah, oh.
I'll sing a song. Give me 4 in a bar, 2 barmaids and shuffle and cut twice. I fell in love with Mary from the dairy, but Mary wouldn't fall in love with me. Down by an old mill stream, we both sat down to dream. Little did she know that I was thinking of a scheme. Now on our farm, said Mary from the dairy, we've got the finest cows you've ever seen. I don't do things by halves, I'll let you see my calves, and they're not the same shaped calves as Nellie Dean.
I suppose Max Miller was the greatest controller of any audience. I mean, he could silence them, control them, reduce them to hysterical laughter, reduce them to silence, have some terrifying innuendo which they could get out of a totally innocent remark. And if you're talking to a jury at the end of a case, you have to, one, grab their attention, which is quite difficult. And when you've got their attention, you have to get them on your side. And when you've got them on your side, you have to persuade them. And particularly if you're a defending barrister in a criminal case, the greatest way of getting anybody off is to make the jury laugh. And if you can start making the jury laugh, then you're home and dry.
Now listen, the last time I played this theatre, I cracked a joke and somebody told the manager. They're not entitled to do that. It's jealousy. And how do I know? Because as a rule, he sits in the box, and tonight he's not there. Now, I'm going to crack the same joke, but don't you laugh, because if you laugh, he'll know it's rude. Now, I'll find out where he is. I think he's round the back. Now, don't move, and don't go out. Don't you go out till I come back. He's on the side, sitting in the bar chair with a silk hat and a whip.
Before we start this little Eisteddfod, I want to make a little appeal to you. I want to make an appeal, but it's not an appeal for money. You're all right, you've been robbed as it is. No, it's not.
I've not got a nice figure, lady. Haven't I? No, I haven't I, Ducky? No, honest. No, well, when I'm talking, it's rude to interfere. It's like married life. No, I'm not nice, lady. I'm not yawning, I'm all muscle. Honest, I'm not. Don't they ride up this weather? I've got new ones on tonight, lady, new ones. All rubber. Do you wear them, lady?
Nothing's in its right place tonight. Now, listen. Are you the same, missus? Well, wriggle, dear, wriggle. Don't sit there in agony. Nothing worse, your panties out of focus. Just have poor soul. No.
I've just come back from the holidays. I always have a wonderful time when I go on my holidays because I haven't got one of those wives who says, where have you been? How much have you spent? Who have you been with? She doesn't say that. She comes with me. She didn't go with me this time. I went by myself. I went to Blackpool, and I went round looking for rooms, and I knocked on a door. And the old lady came to the door, a nice lady. A little bit and some more, not quite so much, and then perhaps. And that's all I want, just a little encouragement. She said, what do you want? I said, could you accommodate me? She said, I'm awfully sorry, I'm full up. I said, but surely you could squeeze me in the little back room, couldn't you? She said, I could, but I haven't got time now.
I think the rhythm of a joke is the most important thing in it. Because if you stumble on a line, even though you're getting the same information over, if you've lost the rhythm, then you will not get a laugh. Even if it's the tiniest fluff, you won't get a laugh. You might get a but people are upset by that because your rhythm has been thrown. And it's almost that you can say anything, and as long as it goes da-da-da-da-da-da when you're talking, then it will get a laugh. But it has to have some sort of comic nugget in it, but it's the rhythm that gets it over.
I'm subject to colds, and they make me quite deaf, and then I can't hear what you say. A fellow once asked me if I'd have a drink, and I heard that with a cold, by the way. As we drank, we got chatting of girls we had met. I described a sweet bird dressed in red. My description was good, and my pal went half mad. It was the girl he was going to wed. He said, I'll punch your head. I said, whose? He said, yours. I said, mine. He said, yes. I said, oh. He said, want to fight? I said, who? He said, you. I said, me. He said, yes. I said, no. So we then got to words, and he said, you're a cad. I said, cad. He said, yes. I said, who? He said, who? I said, yes. He said, you. I said, oh. So, of course, then I knew.
He said, what was that you said? I said, who said? He said, you said. I said, me. He said, yes, you. I said, not me. He said, I really ought to kill you. I said, kill who? He said, kill you. I said, me. He said, yes, you. I said, but how? He said, you'll see. I said, but you'd be hung for murder. He said, who would? I said, you would. He said, me. I said, yes, you. He said, you're right. I shall have to think that over. I said, what? He said, what you said. I said, yes, well, I'll be going now. Good night.
I remember talking to Ted Ray once about timing, and everyone's always talking about timing, the timing of a comic. And Ted Ray said, it's a very simple rule, he said. You're a great timer, he said, if you don't talk while the audience are laughing. Simple as that. I said, that is it, Ted. He said, that is my lecture on the art of comedy timing.
To adjust the service to the new time, the 11 o'clock express on this day will run at 12 o'clock summertime. Well, what are we hurrying about? We've got 2 hours.
How can you make out we got 2 hours?
Well, if we put the clocks back an hour and the train's an hour late, that's 2 hours, isn't it?
How you put the clocks forward and the train back?
Well, what do we get then?
We've got the express coming any minute.
What are you talking about? Listen, if the train's an hour late, how can it be coming now?
It's summertime.
Summertime. The old fool's potted. Summertime or wintertime, if a train's late, it's late.
Yes, that's right. Yes, but you put the clocks forward.
Well, if the clocks go forward, then the train's already gone.
No, you put the clocks back.
Of course you do. You lengthen the day by taking an hour off the end and sticking it on the beginning.
No, you take an hour off the beginning and stick it on the end.
That's wintertime.
Wintertime, you put them back.
Well, that's what I said.
Oh, you said to put it back to summertime.
Yes, that's right.
It ain't. You put the clocks forward, which makes the train early.
Oh, would you believe it? Listen, I know what I'm talking about. You don't put the clocks forward, you put them back, and you put the train back.
I see. You put everything back.
Yes.
I'm sorry. You're right.
Well, of course I'm right. The train won't be here for another 2 hours.
She's late.
Who's late?
She's on her way here. She'll be at 8 o'clock. She's 2 minutes
sitting in the audience watching the show.
She's 2 minutes past schedule now.
Oh, look, it's 10 past... Oh,
Must get a little hand put on this watch.